Good morning, Gemini. I'm going to try this one more time, see if I can do it without my dogs barking at strange cats walking through my yard or coming up and beating me up for my attention. All right, today is a shadow read. I'm going to find out the shadow that you're rejecting. What is the shadow that Gemini is rejecting? What is the shadow that Gemini is rejecting? The Ascendant. Third. How do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view. The Ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond your appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so. Your rising sign. It tells a story about how you walked into this life at your birth and how you walk into any new situation. So, are you afraid of new situations? Are you afraid of hello, Calypso? Are you afraid of ending new one or ending old ones so that you can start something new? Are you worried, like me starting this channel? Are you worried how your friends will react? Are you, or not react? Are you concerned with other people's opinions more than your own, more than the joy that it will bring you? Let me get some clarification. What is this situation? What is this shadow? The end of something, having to carry it all on your own, having to do all of it, all the heavy lifting, all of the work, all of the trusting in yourself, taking a jump, afraid of having to set boundaries, set goals for yourself, and not have any help, not having anybody back you up, having to make choices for yourself. Justice, not having any support, having to, all of this literally is doing it on your own, setting out on something new, changing it. You changed course drastically. There's something that you want to do, but it's not you. It's not what everybody else is used to. It's definitely something different, and you're afraid of how others will see you. Justice, balance. No, we're not barking at the kitties. We're not barking at the kitties. So, why is Gemini rejecting this. I'm going to go back to this deck. I really do enjoy this deck. It's the Star Codes Oracle. Why is Gemini rejecting this shadow? 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 You haven't healed yet. You're wanting to heal it. You're trying to heal it. You haven't. Finding purpose in your problems. Hard-earned wisdom is now relevant and needed. You don't have to assign causality. You may never know why you went through a difficult time, but you can put what you learned from it to good use, even if you never quite heal in this place of karmic tenderness. You have the wisdom to pass on once you metabolize the information. So, like I said, you haven't quite healed from it yet. You're trying to, but you just haven't yet. Show me more about this. Why is Gemini struggling to heal this wound? Or actually, tell me, yeah, why is Gemini struggling so hard with this wound? You're not sure it'll bring you happiness. You're not sure. Yep. You're holding on to the past. You don't want to let go of it yet. Why is Gemini struggling to heal this wound? Your family wants you to hold on to it. Your family expects you to be this person. You think that by holding on to it, you're afraid of letting go, because if you keep going a little bit longer, you might find happiness in it. The Hierophant. Again, we're told a certain structure. The Hierophant is structure. It's religion. It's faith. It's structure. And the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You don't want to let go. You're afraid to let your family down. You're afraid to live in the sun, because that's not what your family expects. Your family expects certain steps. Get married, have kids, buy a house, or buy a house and have kids, whatever your family structure is. Whatever you were raised to believe. But you don't want to do this. You're afraid of, you can't do it. You're just afraid. You're afraid that you don't want to turn your back on it. And you need to. It's time. How is it showing up? How is the shadow showing itself? How is the shadow showing itself in Gemini? in your community, and the jobs that you take, and the way that you allow people to treat you, and your 11th house. And the people that you surround yourself with, and your spiritual circles, and your work cohorts, the people that you're with, the people that you spend time with. Contemplate how to make meetings nimble and dynamic. Notice how you are affected by group mindsets. Again, it's coming out instead of individuality. You're going with the flow, with what the group wants, with what, instead of what you want. Your family, the people you surround yourself with. This just reinforces everything about this. But it also, it's talking about the people that you allow in your life. You are surrounding yourself with people who back all this up, instead of finding new people to support your new thoughts, you. Instead of supporting the real you, you surround yourself with people who back up what you already know, instead of going with something new. You surround yourself with people who don't back up or support your current. How is it showing up in Gemini? The Eight of Swords. Anxiety. A lot of anxiety. You tie yourself into situations thinking that you can't get rid of them, or you can't break free, when in actuality you can. But you allow yourself to remain stuck because anxiety. This fear of breaking free, this fear of being the real you, that people won't like you. What more is this anxiety? I'm only taking the top. Three of Cups. Finding new friends. You're worried that you won't be able to find new friends. You're worried that you won't be able to find new friends to support, who will support you, who will support your decisions, who will be there to catch you if you do fall. And you don't want to let go of your old friends because you do love them, you do care about them, and so you don't want to let go of them, and you're afraid that you'll lose them if you do these things, if you show your true self. What can this shadow teach you? What can this shadow teach Gemini? What can this shadow teach Gemini? Salvation. Salvation. Just a second, let me find it in the book. I want to make sure. I mean, salvation is pretty much the answer there. I mean, I don't think I need to expand on that anymore. But the divine has intended you into being and given you the assignment to explore life through certain perceived limitations. You are meant to learn about life and all its complexities, especially learning about how to be in the community with others. Green Tara, a Tibetan goddess also known as She Who Saves, says that you will never be alone in life's journey. This compassionate savior goddess of intimate friendship will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. Green Tara reminds you that your needs will always be met. You don't need to know the how, as that is her domain. You just need to trust. And the goddess Tara will use her magic on your behalf. The alignment message, since this did come out in reverse, known as She Who Saves, is here to remind you that salvation is contingent on your willingness to release your ego conflicts and surrender your wants and unmet desires. Do you find yourself swimming in a nagging spiral of dissatisfaction? Are you comparing yourself to others and always coming up short? Do you feel entitled to the manifestation of your wants arriving in the only form that you will accept? When you are suffering from longing and wanting, you are like a hungry ghost that will never be fed, blind to the opportunities that are truly yours. Never fear. Just as a true friend will let you know when you're off track, Green Tara will let you know when you're out of alignment. She will save you from the destructive qualities of hubris, entitlement, and elitism. Get right with yourself and the world again. All right, so all of this is literally going back to you'll find the new people. New people will come to you as you need them. You may have to Google them. You may have to do a search for instance, I need to do some housework. I need to get some repairs done on the house, and I'm having to find handymen. So I have had to Google handymen. I have had to go to my local hardware store and find people who are willing to come and do the labor. But I am finding that out. And I'm finding the people who are willing to come in and do the work, and new people are coming into my life because of it. And I have to let them, and I have to trust the process. I don't think I need to clarify this card any further. I mean, that's pretty blunt, but I will go ahead and that one won't go back. The moon, unknown. You need to go into the unknown and just enjoy it. Allow yourself to go into it blind and trust that the universe will have you. And trust that the universe will support it. Seven of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Make a decision. Let it grow. Give it the opportunity to grow. Stop trying to control it and just do it. All right. And how can Gemini integrate? How can Gemini integrate the shadow? How can Gemini integrate the shadow? Introspection and root. I'm going to take the root. I don't know why, but introspection is pretty self-explanatory, I think. Go inward. Explore it. Get to know it. Get comfortable with it. 38. Imagine your spine extends down into the earth like a taproot. The strong central root under a tree. through the earth to a point on the sun's path below. Look to the roots. Think about what makes you feel at home and secure, what creates sanctuary for you. Investigate the foundations and become conscious of the traditions and assumptions that underlie the situation. Lean into habits that help you feel secure and grounded. If you enjoyed your childhood family traditions, it can help you feel safe and strong in a storm. If you grew up in chaos, you may crave the opposite and so create your own quiet sanctuary. If you grew up around arguments, arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but that may not be the case for your housemates. So you may need to learn to present your points in a more transformative, less combative way. Let me go into detail on this one. 50. I think the introspection, though, really clarifies it. It doesn't need to be clarified. It's literally clarifying itself by going deeper into yourself, getting to know yourself better, your family history, what makes you feel comfortable, what doesn't make you feel comfortable. Getting to know yourself means getting to know yourself is really difficult. Why do you do things? Why are you comfortable with certain things and why are you uncomfortable? What are some of the, say you enjoyed Christmas, you enjoyed the chaos of it. Why did you enjoy the chaos of it? Was it because certain people were around? Is it because of the food? Did you hate Christmas? And was Christmas, did you hate it because of the people who were there, who you knew would show up? Was it because of the noise? Was it because of how empty it was at Christmas when everybody else was, surrounded by family and friends and their houses were full and chaotic and you were alone? Let's see what the introspection. The situation is complex, so learn what's going on behind the scenes. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, and surprise angels. Take time alone to develop an idea or listen within. All right. Let's go for a message card. Message card. What is a message for Gemini? What is a message for Gemini? Deep knowing and clean it up. Hello. Hello, Calypso. So 43. Deep knowing, your intuition. Listening to the oracle within. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source. The consciousness that you are part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or the five senses. Oh, goodness. Where did I go? This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. The trick is to listen and then act accordingly. Clean it up. Yes, baby. Hello, Tia. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. So, in other words, get rid of what you no longer need. You know what you need and what you don't need, and it's time to clean it up and get rid of it. And you know it. You know what you need. You know what you don't need. You know it's time. You know that the universe is ready. You know that the universe is there and ready to help you. That is all that I have for Gemini today. Like it if you want. Don't like it. Whichever you prefer. Thank you. And see you later.